Hello everyone, in this video we are going to see the SR flip-flop. So last time we have seen the SR latch using NOR gate and NAND gate. So in SR flip-flop we are having, or this circuit is having only quite little bit change, and that change is a clock signal. Okay, so already these two NAND gates will form the SR latch, but by using the two more NAND gates will form the SR flip-flop. Okay, so the outputs Qn and Qn bar are totally dependent on the clock signal S and R signal. Okay, and also if you want to obtain the next state, next output state, then it is dependent on the present output state also, that is Qn and Qn bar also. Okay, so I am talking about the next state, that means the Qn plus 1 and Qn plus 1 whole bar. Okay, so these next state outputs are dependent on S, R, Qn and Qn bar as well as the clock pulse. So whenever the clock pulse will be applied, that time only the S and R will be shifted to the another or next NAND gates inputs, and finally we will obtain the Qn plus 1 and Qn plus 1 whole bar. Okay, so I have drawn here the truth table for SR flip-flop. So S, R, Qn are the inputs to obtain the Qn plus 1. So here the Qn is considered as present state and Qn plus 1 is considered as next state. Okay, so as we know that the 2 bits makes 4 combinations. So 0 0, 0 1, 1 0 and 1 1. Okay, now we don't know actually what is the present state of Qn, so we consider as don't care. Okay, don't care. Now along with this 3 inputs we have to consider the clock pulse also, because why if you don't apply the clock pulse, then the output or the next state will not be obtained. So here we have to consider the clock also. So here in this diagram we are considering the clock pulse as rising edge. Okay, we will consider only rising edge. Rising edge means we are considering here logic 1. Okay, logic 1. Now we will consider these 4 combinations as an input and we will obtain the Qn plus 1. Okay, so now taking the first combination, that is 0 0. Okay, now what will be the output of this first NAND gate? So that is, if the clock is 1 and S is 0, then 0 NAND with any input will become 1. Okay, and here also 0 NAND with any input will become, output will become 1. Okay, because we know that for 0 0 input the NAND gate outputs will become 1 1. Okay, now these 1 1 signals will be provided to the next pair of NAND gate. So if these inputs are 1 1, then output is dependent on the second input. Okay, so here if you provide here 1 1, so in the SR latch video using NAND gate, we have seen that if the SR inputs are 1 1, then the Qn plus 1 becomes no change. That means whatever Qn and Qn bar is there, the same Qn and Qn bar will become the next state, that is the no change. So that's why we are considering here clock equal to 1, so that the outputs will become 1 1, or for this S equal to 0 and R equal to 0, the outputs will become 1 1. Okay, now what will be the Qn and Qn plus 1 whole bar? So here we don't know actually what is the present state of Qn and Qn bar, so we will obtain using some equations. So Qn plus 1 is what? Qn plus 1 first combination. So first combination is for s equal to 0 and r equal to 0. So q n plus 1 is equal to 1 NAND with qn bar. 1 NAND with qn bar, that means 1 AND with qn bar whole bar. So here the output is equal to what? Qn double bar, that means qn. Okay, and what about qn plus 1 whole bar? That is 1 AND with qn. 1 AND with qn whole bar is equal to qn bar. So here the next state is as that of current output, that is present state. So here it will become no change. Okay, for second condition, that is for s equal to 0 and r equal to 1, for s equal to 0 and r equal to 1, the qn plus 1 will be s equal to 0 and r equals to 1. So here what will happen? 0 NAND with anything is equal to 1, but here 1 NAND with 1 will become what? 1 NAND with 1 is what? 0. Okay. Okay. So this 0. So for obtaining qn plus 1, qn plus 1 is what? 1 AND with qn bar whole bar. So here the output will become qn, and qn plus 1 whole bar is equal to 0 dot qn whole bar. So here 0 bar will become 1. So obviously if you know that if the qn plus 1 bar equal to 1, then obviously we can say that qn plus 1 should be 0. Okay. Okay, so here the qn plus 1 will become 0. Third case is s equal to 1 and r equals to 0. Okay, so qn plus 1 is equal to, so s equal to 1 and r equals to 0. Okay, so 1 dot with 1 output will become 0, and 1 dot with 0 output will become 1. Okay, now 0 to obtain qn plus 1, 0 dot qn bar, qn bar whole bar. So here the output will be 0 into anything is 0 bar is equal to 1. Okay, so if this output is 1, then you can directly write the qn plus 1 bar is equal to 0. But if you are interested to calculate that, then you can also. So qn plus 1 bar is equal to 1 dot qn whole bar. So here qn bar. Okay, but actually if this out we are interested in qn plus 1, so qn plus 1 is equal to 1, then we can directly write here 1. Okay, so next thing is fourth, s equal to 1 and r equals to 1. Okay, so for last case s equal to 1 and r equals to 1. So by this 1 NAND with 1 output will be 0, and here 1 NAND with 1 output will be 0. Okay, now 0 NAND with qn bar, that means to obtain qn plus 1, 0 dot qn bar whole bar is equal, so 0 into anything is 0 bar is equal to 1, and qn plus 1 whole bar is equal to 0 dot qn whole bar. So 0 dot anything is 0, so 0 bar equal to 1. Okay, so here in this case the qn plus 1 will be indeterminate. indeterminate, because both Qn+1 and Qn+1 bar are 1 1. Okay, but in case of SR flip-flop or SR latch, the outputs should be complementary of each other, but this is not possible theoretically here. So that's why this state is called indeterminate. Okay, so I hope you understood this SR flip-flop. Okay, in SR flip-flop we use the clock signal, that is the main signal to change the output state. Okay, so I hope you understood this SR flip-flop. If you liked this video, then please click on like button, and if you are new to this channel, then please subscribe to the channel. Thank you.